Hello again, and it's the afternoon of the same day. Of course, you don't know which day I'm referring to, but today is the 8th of November, and back out again, trying to make the most of this period of fairly calm, settled weather. It's now turned sort of hazily sunny, which is excellent. So I'm going to take some images of moving water. So there are some small waterfalls and gushing water in this place called Pontsmill. There is rocks and boulders and possible wildlife as well, but that's kind of what I'm mainly after. There is a woodland here. It's part of an old industrial area which is now been naturalised, so it's a very pleasant area to walk in. There's a railway viaduct. In fact, the main Great Western Railway line runs right through it, but you would never know most of the time. So yes, anyway, so moving water, got the digital with me, so trying to get the shutter speeds at a speed which makes water interesting, looking for compositions which are new if possible. Okay, that'll do for now. See you in a bit. So we're here at Pontsmill. We're trying to find some running water. You can hear it in the background. It's probably running pretty fast today. Actually, there's a lot of rain over the last few weeks. Leaves are falling, but there's no great autumn colour at the moment. It's pleasant enough. I've been up there before, and there are some quite good sites, but it's quite steep and narrow, so a bit worried about possibly ending up in the drink, as it were. Now I'm laden down with all sorts of stuff because I'm still trying to sort out the best way of vlogging things. The DJI gimbal gives a certain amount of good results, but is limited in other areas. So I've also brought along a little tripod, quad lock mount, to try and perhaps do some talking to camera when I'm set up. So anyway, got a bit of walking to do yet. I'll come back when I've done that. So I don't know whether you can hear me above the noise of the torrent. I've got two microphones, but I suspect they'll be overwhelmed, so I might have to drop this on later. But anyway, as I was saying, my intention was to take pictures of moving water, which you can see in front of the camera. And actually, my first subject was actually fungi growing on a fallen log in the stream. I've been there a while. These are sulphur type of fungi, so they have a sort of attractive orange and brown colour. They're actually a poisonous fungi, very common in the woods around here. So it's rare to see root stems in good condition as that, because, well, they get attacked by everything, so slugs, animals, all sorts of things. I guess they're relatively safe in the middle of the stream, so less damage. I've set up with a 55 to 200 here. So I'm at 1.5 to 2.5 for a start. Right, on to the next one. Okay, so last compositions of the day. We're haven't been able to find any decent water pictures, and it's getting really quite gloomy now. So I'm going to finish off with taking pictures of this fallen mossy tree, which looks quite good against the darker background. And then I noticed that further down there are some more, yes, you've guessed it, fungi, which potential images, but I'll need to get down there fairly pronto. So there we are, one on the top, looked pretty good on that slanting branch, and there's a group down below which may well work as a secondary composition, or may not. recommending on. So let's get the camera down here and get shooting. Okay, so without further ado, since things are getting very dark, everything looks brighter on the screen than it does in real life. I'm trying a vertical comp of this fungus, starting off at 0.16 of a second at 5.6 ISO 400, and I'm focused somewhere on the front of the cap. I may try a little focus stack on the stem of it, because you know, there isn't much depth of field at these apertures. Might try a f8. So get the 2-second delay timer on, get that image taken. Okay, we can see we've got ferns in the background, which I think makes an attractive backdrop. Just make them out. Let's get the image. Focus on there, and I think I'm going to focus stack this one. And trust to the camera that this is going to be a good image. So second image focused on the stem, and final image just going to be on that bit there. This is very much hit and hope. Magnificent specimen of fungi, just what you really want. Beautiful angle there. Might come a bit further out. So F8, 2-second timer. Now we can see the ferns in the background. Yeah, does that work? We'll soon find out. So, wrapping up, I've been at Pontsmill, which is part of the former Chathurgi mining district, a site of special scientific... it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, in fact, built by a chap called Fibre back in the early 19th, maybe even late 18th centuries, entirely as an industrial area. So all the streams here are all artificial, so they're leats. They're constructed for the purposes of using water as power and for use in the mines, because there were both clay and various ore mines, tin, copper, etc. Of course, the site was abandoned probably 100 years ago. Mostly, there is one area which was still used back into the 1960s, and I'll be back to photograph that with my probably large format or Bronica cameras, because again, the sort of industrial heritage stuff is very much an interest of mine. But it's now a beautiful area. It's calm. It's autumn. I wish I'd been here this morning when it was misty, because the beech trees just would look awesome. So really, it's autumn. I be photographing all the time. I bet every other landscaper and natural history photographer is doing exactly the same, getting out with their cameras all the time. This image looks horribly bright, but trust me, it's getting dark and I need to pack away, otherwise I won't be able to find anything. I don't lose anything. It costs too much money. Okay, I'll show the results at various intervals during this video, and I might even do a little tiny bit on the focus stacking processing, or maybe that's another video, perhaps. Yeah, it depends how long this thing gets to be, or I might even break it up into sections. Okay, stop waffling, Brownie, get on, as they say here in Cornwall, and there's a mosquito about to bite me, so saying goodbye.